went from one girl up to about 10 or 11 girls, and we started doing 300,000 or 400,000 a month through these online websites that had guys sitting there talking to girls. Now, I want to make this clear. The way I became so successful in that business was because of all the business lessons I had learned from other businesses I'd tried before, right? If I had not tried a bunch of other businesses and some made money, some didn't make money, etc., I don't think I would have been nearly as successful. I approached it very much like a business. I was not thirsty. I wasn't trying to sleep with the chicks. I wasn't trying to be Dan Bilzerian. None of that kind of crap. It was very, very much a company. It was a business. It was super professional. It was handled in a very professional way. And I applied all the business lessons that I learned in my endeavors of the past. And we managed to make a whole bunch of money. The problem with a business like that is that there's a link in the chain, which is broken. Not broken. There's a link in the chain, which is always weak. Because you have me and you have the money, and there's something in the middle which is unpredictable, and that's females. Got a bunch of women in the middle.
Here's what
makes it hard.
Here's what I wanted to ask about it though, yeah, because I got to ask this and I got to bring it up as well. Most recently, there was allegations, right, to do with human trafficking and stuff like that. And there was a video that went around of your house getting raided. You and I think was it Tristan as well who also went. Yeah. So what was all that about? And
we'll talk about that. So that's not even related to the webcam company, but that's actually a good thing to bring into now, right? Because females are completely and utterly unpredictable.
Yeah.
So because we live in Romania and because we used to have a webcam company, which we closed like 6 years ago, I'm not even involved in that.
Oh, you don't even
anymore.
have it anymore?
No, nothing like that. So even though I'm not involved in it anymore, the actual story behind that is ridiculous. There was a girl from America who came to see Tristan. She was at our party, at our house. We had a big party. It was like 100 people there.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend caught her on Instagram. She said to her boyfriend, "Oh, no, I'm not at the party. I don't want to be here. I'll leave when I can," and turned her phone off. And her boyfriend, somewhere in fucking Oklahoma, calls the American embassy in Romania and said, "My girlfriend's been kidnapped." So then armed police roll up to our house looking for this chick. But this is the next day. She's already left. And at our house, we have full CCTV. So they came and they arrested us. And was like, "Oh, they kidnapped this girl." The girl wasn't even in the house. And then they went through the CCTV and see her walking around eating pizza and get a taxi home. So they're like, "Oh, okay, sorry." And everything was dropped instantly. So that's just some stupid girl making up bullshit. But that actually ties into what I'm saying. The problem with the original business is you had me and the money, and in between was women. And women are unpredictable and women are emotional. So yeah, I became an expert to a degree at managing females. But there was always that link that was upsetting me. I wanted to be closer to the money myself. And I learned a bunch of things from that business, which I've applied to other businesses, and I've made a lot of money. But truthfully, we're living in a world now where the two things that the webcam business really is selling is it's selling attention, which is the first thing. We live in an attention economy. And also it's selling information. It's a service, right? It's not a physical product. So I sat there and I understood that even if I launched my webcam business, if I had a brand new girl, she has to get attention, right? People have to notice she exists to want to spend money on her. So you have to be an expert at soliciting attention. Then once you get the attention, you have to find a way to monetize it. So the girl would monetize it by sitting there talking away. You could advertise her and spend money. That's all advertising is, getting attention for money, right? So I understood a bunch of things. And when I closed that business, and I closed it because I couldn't be bothered with the female headache anymore, I still very much understood any business I'm going to launch from now on out, I need to find a way to get attention. Not in a negative way, not in an attention-seeking way, but that's what adadvertising is.
Yeah, how do I get yourself out there?
Yeah, how do I get attention in the world today, which is difficult? And then once I get that attention, how do I monetize it?
Yeah,
because that's the world we now live in. Rihanna, when she launches a makeup brand, no one buys it because of the makeup. They buy it because it's Rihanna. She has attention. She can monetize it any way she chooses. Rihanna can launch a fucking clothing brand, makeup, sofas. Who cares? It's Rihanna. Yeah. She's going to sell, right? So that proves that we now live in an economy. We live in a world where the most valuable currency, the most valuable thing that exists is attention. It's extremely difficult to get because people's attention spans are lower than ever.
Yep.
Bro, they're non-existent. Have you ever watched someone on TikTok? Next time someone's on TikTok, watch them. Because I don't have a TikTok account myself, but I see people on it. How long do they give a video to interest them? Maybe a third of a second. They're like,
not interested enough, move on.
Bro, that quick. If you don't get my attention in 0.25 seconds, I'm not interested, right? That's how hard it is now. So, and it's getting harder and harder because the apps and the algorithms are retraining our brains to do that.
Yep.
So now we live in a world where if you can find a way to hack these algorithms and you can find a way to get attention, and there's lots of different ways to do that, then you can find a way to monetize it. And off the back of that, you can become a very, very wealthy individual.
See, this is where for me, it's as you say that, it's clicking more and more in my head with Hustlers University, realizing that, you know, to monetization and attention syncs together.
Yep.
That's why there's so many clips of Andrew Tate on TikTok. And so I was speaking about this with one of my guys, yeah, and basically we were discussing the fact that if you join Hustlers University, one of the things that you teach us to do, I don't know if you allow me to say it, is affiliate marketing, right?
Yep.
So one of the things that people can do is get a referral code for someone else to join Hustlers University, and that's why they're making TikToks, because if you check the pinned comment on there, it says join Hustlers University with this referral code.
Correct.
Someone told like that.
Correct. Yeah.
That's
so
mad.
inside of Hustlers University, we have 18 modern wealth creation methods. So we teach how to make money 18 different ways. And when I say modern wealth creation methods, it's because a lot of the wealth creation methods that you're going to hear from older people simply don't work anymore.
Such as property.
Property. I mean, of course, the old guy is going to sit there and go, save your money, put it in a savings account, get a mortgage. Bro, of course that worked for you. You were putting money in a savings account, getting 4% interest. Yeah. Now they won't even give us 1%. You're putting your money in a savings account. You bought a house for 85 grand. Now it's worth $500,000. And at the time you bought it for 85 grand, you were probably earning 30 grand a year.
Yeah.
Now I'm earning 40 grand a year. The house has cost 10 times more. I get no interest on my money. So everything you're telling me is outdated. It doesn't work anymore. If you're going to follow the path that your parents followed, you're not going to ever become rich. You need modern ways to make money, modern wealth creation. And I won't say what all 18 are, but we teach them inside of Hustlers University because there are ways to make money in the modern world, which no one in your school is going to teach you, which none of the older people are going to know, they're going to talk about. There's a lot of ways to do it. And one of them is monetizing attention. So what you just said in regards to the affiliate section is one of the 18 ways. There's a 16-year-old kid making 45 grand a month from his TikTok because all he's done is he's gone into Hustlers University. He's joined. You say, okay, how do I get attention? I'm 16. I'm not a flawless orator. I don't have a life or life experiences which are interesting enough to be used in a podcast, which are going to ever allow people to pay attention to me. Yep. But Tate does. So let me go and find all of Tate's old stuff. Let me chop it up. Let me make a TikTok for Tate. That gets attention. How do I monetize attention? Now people are on my page. How do I monetize it? Well, I can take my referral link. I'm in HU. Here, they can sign up, get 50% off my link. Boom. So he's taking attention. The attention that I generated, all he's done is chop up some TikTok clicks, monetized it, and he's making 45 grand a month, do 16.
That's mad.
Bro, so like it's crazy. So there's so much money that can be made, but you have to find a way to get attention in the first place, right? That's the hard part. And if you look at a lot of companies, so many of them have huge profit margins, but they have to spend all their money on advertising to sell any product, and then the margin gets wrecked because they have to get attention the old-fashioned way, which is advertising. And that's a very expensive way to get attention. You need to find another way now. And it's difficult. That is the only hurdle between being broke and being a billionaire. Attention. How do you get it without embarrassing yourself and being a jackass? Because no one buys from a clown, right? Mm-hmm. So me, I'm lucky because I've had a very, very eclectic life, and I'm good at speaking, and I have a good memory, and I have a lot of stories, and I can sit and tell people, and I can talk in a way that make people know I know what I'm talking about. So that's how I get attention, right? Yeah. But if you don't even have that, then it's difficult. It's hard. You got to find a way. But yeah, that's what Hustlers University is all about. And we teach people how to monetize attention, and we have 17 other ways to make money. And now we have, as of this, and I'll check right now, I think we have 64,000 students. 64.
I think I was watching an emergency meeting or clip of it or something like that. I think you said at the time it was 32,000.
64,835 students.
Yeah, mad.
And what's impressive about that is not that I've managed to attract 64,000 people to join Hustlers University.
The fact that they're staying.
It's the fact they're staying. The fact they're staying means that there's 64,000 people making more money each month than they pay. It's only $49 a month, right? So there's 64,000 people who I have successfully taught to make more than they've invested. Mm-hmm. No school, no business school, no university will guarantee you month on month you make out more than you put in. None. Only mine. And I don't exist in a vacuum. The educational system exists in a vacuum because the loans that they'll give you, you can only spend on that education. If they were to open it up to fair market, nobody would go university. If they're to say, here's 50 G's. You can buy Bitcoin, you can start a business, you can put a house deposit, or you can buy a degree. Who's going to choose a degree? No one. So they deliberately link the loan to the education and say you can only have one with the other because then they don't exist in a fair and open economy because they wouldn't be able to succeed in a fair and open economy because they are selling a scam. They're selling a lie. I exist in a fair and open economy. You don't have, if you spend $49 with HU, you can spend that on anything else. You can go buy Snickers.
But on the contrary to that, let me
go buy Netflix.
Let me ask you this, yeah, because in the UK, a lot of people see course sellers as scammers instantly. Whether the course is good or not, people always say scammers, yeah. And there's some videos I saw about Hustlers University, people thinking it's a scam or it's not. Yep. So the argument I would have for you is, What's in it for you? Like, what do you gain from having a hustlers university? Because you're rich already. So what difference does it make?